How's everybody doing out there today? This is a little update video here on my edsel here. Last video I made, those of you who were watching, I was taking an electric choke and putting on my C10, and the next video that will be posted here shortly. I apologize for that, but we'll get back on that video to make the second part of that. But anyway, this is just a little update for the edsel here. I went ahead and got the car registered now, and I got the plates I got for it that I wanted, and it is now legal now. So I got the 59 license plates for it. They're the Virginia ones. Turned out pretty nice, and I like them too because it gives it a patina look. So that's why I got them, and they're not that bad. But got the plates for it, got them registered, and it'll be a one step closer. So now I can actually take it up down the road now and don't have to worry. It's insured now, it's licensed and registered, and the antique tags are going to be just temporary for now. Main reason I put them on there, but that way I can at least take it up down the road, and so I can work on it and check the brakes out and all that good stuff. But really happy about that. But that's definitely going to be changed, because the only thing I don't like about those antique tags is you got to be careful about it, is they got a lot of rules and stuff on it. So they'll just be until I can get the car completely straight the way I want it. Because right now, Virginia here, you got to have that stupid state inspection sticker, and they want to inspect everything. And right now, the way the car is now, I mean, it wouldn't pass right now. And it's just small stuff. We got to get the tail lights, because I don't have no tail lights right now, so I got to get them working. And then I got to get my parking lenses up front working in my bumper. And basically just small stuff like that. Just get the lights working. A lot of it's probably just bad grounds, but my headlights work, but horn works. But we'll go over it real good and get it where I need to be. I'm really happy though. I'm really excited, because now I can actually drive it there, and got the legal part of it done. But eventually I'm definitely going to change it over to regular tags, because I don't like all them rules and stuff. And if I want to get up and drive at 3 o'clock in the morning to, get a glass Dr. Pepper or something at the filling station, that's what I want to do. I don't want to have to worry about all them rules. But this is just temporary for now. I am going to miss those license plates though, but that's alright. I like the old school license plates better. But anyway, that's where we're at. I'm excited about that. So now I got that part of it done, and make a little shout out video to Jonathan W. He's got a 59 Ford Galaxy that he's working on, and those videos have been helping me on this car quite a bit. And one thing I'm going to eventually do to this car is, this car's got a power brake booster on it, but somebody's put that on here. I don't know what they took it off of, whether they took it off a truck or whatever it was. It looks like a GM power brake booster, but I don't like the clearance. Somebody stuck it on there, and the diameter of it's way too big, and then they took and dented the valve cover on this car and to make it clear. So I'm going to either look for a brake booster that's a lot smaller diameter, that way I got the right clearance between that and the valve cover, or either I'll just pull it off altogether and just run an old regular one. But I mean, they were going the right direction by putting power brakes on here, but they should have got one that was a little smaller in diameter. But right now, that's my next project. My main goal was get this car, get it insured and get it registered. That way the legal part of it is done. That way I can take it up down the road and test it out and see how it runs and drives, and really go through it. But so the next step now is we're going to start putting some attention to these brakes and get them fixed. We'll have to go through them, and I think my best bet, I think I'm just going to do away with that booster and just have a regular old master cylinder, because it'll just, that way it eliminates a lot of issues up there and makes it a lot more better, because I'd like to put tall valve covers on this motor anyway. Still got to find out whether it's a 361 or 352 or 332, whatever one it is. I got to figure it out, because honestly, the guy told me it was a 332, but when I decoded this car originally had a 361. But when I got to looking at it, I don't think it's the original motor. But I know the intake's it's still got the old road draft tube on it, so either it's a newer motor with the older intake, or it could be the original one, but I honestly don't think it's original. But it could be, but I'll have to look into that. Honestly, it's hard to tell what motor's really in it, other than it's just a FE motor. That's the only thing I really know about it. But I want to get this car straightened out now, get the brakes done on it, and go through and start cleaning up the trim. I like to find a decent set of front bumpers for it. Them bumpers are a little beat up, but you know, these cars are kind of hard to find stuff for. Some things are pretty easy. All the mechanical stuff is really easy to get, like all the brakes and all that. A lot of stuff will interchange with the 59 Galaxy, and but some of the stuff like the trim and all that's a little hard to find. But that's where we're at right now. So hopefully here soon, I'm gonna replace the starter for it. I ordered a new starter. I got that because the starter that's on here, the Bendix, is it's not kicking back out like it's supposed to. So when it's running, the Bendix and the teeth is hitting the flywheel right there, and I ordered a whole new starter for it because they said they quote unquote rebuilt the original, but I ain't gonna fool with it, so I just ordered a new one. I actually got that about a week ago, and I just ain't had time to put it on. It's been snowing and it's been cold outside today. It's pretty warm though, but anyway, I want to get that started on here so that way I could take and get this car up in my buddy's place there. He's got a nice shop, and we're gonna put it inside and go through the brakes, and I'm gonna order everything I need, because I'm just gonna go through them all the way from the master cylinder completely back to the rear end, and just go in through them one end to the other, because it's hard to tell what's been done to it. They do stop, but you know, I wouldn't trust them and completely rely on them. But I mean, they'll be alright just to take it up down the road. But I'm gonna go through and fix it right, because one thing that's going to be done on this car regardless it's got a dual master cylinder on it now, but we're definitely going to keep that though, because this car used to have a single one, and that's definitely not going back on here, because pretty much you lose any line was to either leak or blow out or whatever, you pretty much got no brakes. But that's one thing we're definitely going to keep, is definitely going to keep a dual master cylinder on it. It's just a whole lot safer and a whole lot more reliable, and I just don't like them single ones. But we're going to go through the brakes, and then these old wheels are going to come off this thing too. I got the original 14-inch steel wheels for it. They're going to go back on, and I might put a same kind of tire like it. It's got the white wall on it, putting back on it. I thought about that, or either putting torque thrust wheels on it, but right now I just want to keep the money kind of down. I just basically wanted to get this car where it's reliable, so I can take it to a couple car shows this spring. I mean, the car's nowhere near perfect, you know, but I just want to get it to where I can, you know, at least take it to a car shows, just something for fun. You know, you don't see these cars around too much, especially being a two-door hardtop, which I'm really happy and tickled that this car is a two-door hardtop. I had 2 4-doors, and I mean, their 4-doors are alright, but I'd rather have a hardtop, just a whole lot cleaner. But that's where we're at right now, and I'm gonna fix them hinges there and oil them hinges up a little bit. But the only downfall is I'm gonna have to find the glass for this car on both sides. The door glass is cracked on both sides, which is a shame, but that's one thing that would keep it from passing the inspection. You can't have no cracks in glass there. But that's alright. But I'm hoping 59 Ford Galaxy's got the same size glass, because I might just take and buy glass from a Galaxy or something and put over in it, or either that, or I'll just take and there's a place online, I forget the name of the place, but they actually will cut a new piece of glass and put in it. But I think I had priced it, I think it's like $200 for both sides, so it's not too terrible. But I definitely want to get that fixed because that looks bad. That's kind of unsightful there. That's the only downfall about it. But that's alright, we'll get her fixed. Thank goodness that windshield ain't cracked. I'm glad about that because them windshields are hard to find and they're kind of a lot of money. But that's the only thing on the glass is them 2 cracks on both sides. I think what somebody did is, this car being a hardtop, they probably slammed the door shut, and that's probably what did it, which it's a shame, but kind of is what it is. But we're gonna fix that, and I'm gonna do away with that old brake booster on it. That way to get the clearance right, and that way the brake booster and that valve cover there ain't touching, because they're almost like that. That's about how much clearance you got, and I don't like that. And plus that brake booster's not even original to this car anyway. I mean, honestly, I don't know if this car had power brakes or not, but they're going the right direction, but they should have got a smaller diameter one. But that's alright, we're gonna fix it. I'll probably just end up doing away with it, but that's alright. But we're gonna keep power steering though. Definitely want to keep that. But hopefully this car we're gonna take to my buddy's shop, get him to, I'm gonna take and get him to help me go through the brakes on it and get them straightened out. That way they're right and you ain't got to worry about it. And we'll get that done and get all our lights fixed on it, and hopefully try to get it ready for a couple car shows. Now when I had the motor running, the motor does smoke a little bit, but when it comes down to it, I might just take and just pull the whole top end off of it, and I'll just order a gasket kit, and might just take and just hone it out and just re-ring it and put new bearings and all in it and just let it go. But because I'm not taking to a machine shop, because I'm not paying $2,000 just to do a motor. That's ridiculous. But we'll find out if the motor's original. I kind of want to save the motor, but I don't think it is, because if the motor's not original, I might just end up looking for another one or something. But I don't know. As of now, I kind of want to save it. Might just take and pull a heads and all off of it and just throw a set of gaskets in it and kind of see what happens. But first thing we've got to do, we've got to figure out what size motor is actually in it, because the guy told me it was a 332. Then I looked up the tag there on the side there, and then originally from the factory it had this 361, which is even better. But this car was pretty top line when it was new, because it had the 361. That was the biggest motor you could get in 59, and it had power steering, factory power steering, and it had the dial temp gauge, which is really rare, and plus it's a 2-door hardtop. So this car was pretty top line for the time. I don't understand why a lot of people didn't like them, but I'm not sure if it was a power brake car. It says power brakes down there, but I really ain't going to go by that. I don't know how reliable that is, but it's hard to tell. But I want to take and go just get this car straightened out now and get the brakes and everything straight on it. That way I can take it to a couple car shows. And I could care less. I'm not taking it to win a trophy or something like that. I'm not all into that stuff. I want to take it just to have fun. And that's the whole reason why I bought it. I've always wanted a car like this, and I've had quite a few. And the first one I actually bought, it was a while back, is a 2-door hardtop, and it was through Little Country Girl on eBay, and I got burned on that car because I ended up buying it. I sent payments every month. I would send a little bit of money to them. They're over there in Idaho, but I got burned on the deal. Ended up changing my mind, and because when I figured it all up, I give $950 for the car, and then it's going to be like a couple $1,000s to ship it from Idaho over to Virginia here. And then I thought long and hard about it, and ended up it just didn't work out. So I ended up asking for my money back, and then I had to fight with that, and that was like a year and a half to get most of my money back, and I didn't even get all of it back because I paid $950 for the car and only got $800 back. But I got burned on that. It was the same car as this, is a two-door hardtop, except it was a Ranger. And long story short, you know, kind of got disappointed at it, and that's why I found this car locally. I got really lucky on it because most cars I've ever seen around here are they're the four doors. But I got lucky on this. This car's from Stanley, Virginia here, and got lucky. It's two-door hardtop, so it actually worked out pretty good actually in one way because this car was actually local. You know, it wasn't 2,000 miles away. But, you know, it's a shame that I got burned on the one over in Idaho. But just for everybody out there, if you bought from a little country girl on eBay, just be careful about that, because I got burned on that. I lost about $200. You know, I paid $950 for the car, and actually in reality more than that, because PayPal charges a fee on top of it. So I had to actually add a little bit more money on top of that to cover the fee. But, long story short, you know, I only got $800 of my money back, and I lost, you know, it was about $200 to $300 because I had saved all the paperwork. But just be careful on there when you buy from them, because I got burned on it, you know. But anyway, this is where we're at here. I think we're going to end this video here. Hopefully the next video will show y'all get the brakes working, and then we're actually taking on down the road. I still got to get back on the gas tank situation here. And for y'all edsel owners out there that got the same issue I got, they got a bad gas tank, you got a 59 edsel or a 58, and you need a gas tank, best thing to do, in my opinion, is if you still got the original, save the neck off of it. What I would do is cut that section out of the tank, and then just save that, and then buy like a 59 Galaxy tank, and just take your neck gear and just weld it onto the new one. That's about the best option that I'm going to do, actually. But that's about the best thing you can really do, because the tank on this car was, I mean, it was bad. It wasn't no saving it. I mean, you could take your hand and push the top of it, and it was crunchy. But believe it or not, the trunk floor is like perfect under this car. But a lot of times what happens is all the mud and dirt and everything from the tires there flings up on top of that gas tank, and that's what rots them out. That and sitting. But that's where I'm going to end up going with the tank on this car, is I'm just going to buy a 59 Galaxy tank and put on it, and I'll just take and cut the neck off that one and put my original on it, and I'll just have to weld it up. You know, I really don't want to do that. I don't like welding on a gas tank, but, you know, that's pretty much about the best bet I can do. It's either that or buy a fuel cell, and, you know, I don't want to do that. But anyway, that's where we're at here. We're going to end this video here. And I appreciate y'all for watching, and those out there watching the video for the second part on the choke for my C10. That's what we're going to do. I'll post that here soon, and we'll get that done. But I'm actually going to put electric choke on this car too, and electronic ignition. But I'm going to keep original distributor. I'm going to buy the igniter electronic conversion kit you can put in the old point style distributor. That way it keeps it original. Anyway, appreciate y'all for watching. Hope y'all enjoy the videos, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for everybody out there that's liked, comment, and subscribe. Really appreciate the feedback. Y'all take care now.